welcome back to another episode of Grace and Grounds. I put up a question box a few days ago and I got a lot of really great questions about things that I could cover in this series. So I want to touch on one of those, I think, very important topics. So one of the questions I got was, do I have any tips for homeschooling with toddlers? And I definitely do, because most of you probably already know this, I have twin toddler daughters that I homeschool with, and we have been through so many seasons. They are 3 years old now, and a lot of it, I would say, is trial and error and a whole lot of grace. I think one of the most important things when it comes to homeschooling with toddlers in tow is giving yourself grace and giving your children grace, and understanding that before you are a homeschooling mom, you're a mom, right? And so we need to be filling our children's cups and really nurturing connection with them before anything else. Connection before curriculum. I know you guys have heard that many, many times. Toddlers can definitely be a handful. I definitely know that, as I have twins. One of the most helpful things that I've done is, if my girls are not at the table with us, which a lot of times they like to join us, but I do not require them to, I have very specific toys, fun toys for them, learning toys, that I only bring out when I am trying to do some more in-depth studies with my oldest. This keeps things really fresh and exciting for them, versus having these toys out all the time so they always have access to it. This keeps it like, oh, it's our special time, our special toys that we get to play with. And it's exciting because they don't see them all the time. But also, we can expect to be interrupted, right? Like, that's just a normal part of what happens. I think we have to expect that we're not going to be able to sit down at the table for probably longer than 10 to 15 minutes before we need to get up and change a diaper, grab a snack, play with our toddler, do something. It is really a big juggling act, and I will say, it may not feel like it, but it does get easier as time goes on. As you find your rhythm, they get a little bit older, they start to understand the rhythm that you're creating for them and with them. A big takeaway in the giving yourself grace is not comparing what other people are doing, because they are not in the same season as you. Susie Q might have, this picturesque homeschool routine where everyone's gathered around the table and her kids are all doing watercoloring together very nicely, or reading together. Or if you are not in that stage, that is okay. I have always been very open about the fact that my house looks like chaos 90% of the time. I find, for me, what is really helpful is embracing that and understanding that, I'm gonna look back and miss these days. I'm gonna miss the toys on the floor. I'm gonna miss the interruptions. I'm going to miss all of these things one day. And the beauty of homeschooling is going at our own pace. We can take as many breaks as we need to, but like I said, we are mom first. If you have any tips or tricks to share with others that are homeschooling with toddlers, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for being here.